Hey, welcome. If it's nighttime for you, this must be jarring to see. Is it weird to see me basked in sunlight because it is still the middle of the day and there's still so much time? Oh boy. That was crispy. Ooh, that was crispy. Oh yeah, I know about people simping over, what's it, Headmaster Knowles? I'm gonna, you're gonna hate me when you find out about him. Just wait for the next Empires episode. This is 2. Right. We're gonna address that, don't worry. We're gonna address it. Not today, but like in the next episode. It'll be addressed, so you just gonna have to wait. I just ate pizza, so I will be clearing my throat a lot because I got pizza and cheese in there now. I need to start cooking food again, but I ran out of groceries, but I'm leaving in 2 days for like a quick trip for work. So I don't want to, but I keep buying every meal. Duncan, thank you for subscribing. Starjoy, oh, my camera does not want to know where I am. It's mad at me for something. McDuck Tanners, thank you for subscribing. Starjoy, thank you. Cat Codes, thank you for the Prime. J. Ronese, thank you for the Prime. Caleb, thank you for the Prime. And Inspector, thank you for subscribing. Just in general. Live Rabs, thank you for the Prime. I'm good. How are you? I'm real good. Oh, wait, I shouldn't smile that big. There's pizza in my teeth probably, too. I got, Panera has really good flatbread pizzas. Panera is a little bit pricey, though, these days. Am I wrong? When's the last time you guys been to Panera? Because I don't get Panera all that often these days. But when did they start having, like, bougie prices? Because it feels like the prices are bougie for the food that you're getting. The salad is not that impressive. I didn't even eat the chips. I don't even think the chips are that good. It was, like, a lot of money for, like, not a whole lot of food. Times are tough. I can't be eating at Panera all the time, and I learned that the hard way today. I mean, yeah, everything overall is just more expensive, but I don't remember. I always remembered the Panera, like, you choose 2 deal. I feel like I got that as a kid, and if my mom was buying that, that means it wasn't expensive. I don't know what happened. Well, no, a lot of things have happened. I know exactly what happened. Solar Stars, thank you for subscribing. Geek Ord, thank you for 6 months in advance. Oh, we respect and appreciate a commitment. I appreciate that. Thank you. Couldn't be me. I make jokes about having commitment issues. That has never been true for me in the slightest. I just like making jokes about things that aren't even my own experiences. I just think it's funny. So I was thinking we read a little bit of Am I the Asshole, do a little bit of like Reddit post reading because that was always a good time. And we kind of ended my last stream. I was doing answering questions, but we always do that. But I figure here and there in between, if something hits to home or is relevant and you're like, hey, I have a similar thing, and we want to turn it into advice moment, that would be fun, I think. I like when it turns into storytelling time on your part and my part. We share experiences, we exchange. We say what we learned. We go around the room and say what we're thankful for. It still says that? I thought they removed X months in advance. Well, I guess not, because I did. It's definitely, that's what it said. Starjoy, thank you for gifting 5 subs. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you. Advice? I need that right now. Hey, listen. Let's just not spam, because if I don't read somebody's thing, I don't want them to take it too personally, but some of them I just might not read it, and I don't want it to be spammed. It's like how we just skip certain stories on Reddit because I'm like, that's not going to be the fun kind of. It's not going to be a fun moment. It's not going to be a pleasant time. Holy crap. Axelo's good. Thank you for the 10 gifted subs. Holy crap. Thank you for the gifted subs. Thank you guys. Brassmino, thank you for the subscription. And I have hiccups. I'm so sorry. Blood Prince, thank you for gifting 5 subs. Thank you. It just got dark. Thank you guys for gifting subs. I really appreciate it. This is helpful because I am going to Japan soon, and the money. This is my trip to Japan. I'm actually really excited for it because it is an actual vacation for me. I don't think I've done one of those in a long time. I was traveling a lot, and I was like enjoying and living my life everywhere that I was going. All this time I spent in England, but I would never qualify it. I wouldn't qualify it as a vacation. Obviously, I was still working as much as I could manage to, but I was also experiencing things by traveling, and it was fun. But I wouldn't call that a vacation. Like, I never just turned all the work off at any point when I was over there. But Japan is. I'm shutting everything off. I'm not thinking of anything. I'm not answering emails. I'm taking lots of pictures. I might not share them as I'm there. I might share them all like after, but I'm going to take so many pictures. Don't worry. I cannot wait. I'm so excited. And it's proper vacation time. I haven't done that in a few years. Last one I did was when I went to Mexico with Megan and Joey. And now we're going to Japan. I'm so excited. I like, I have a thing sometimes that I do when I'm eating food in the living room and I want to have something on the TV, but I don't want to have it be something I want to pay, or I don't want to have to pay attention to it fully, because I'm also like a little bit scrolling on Twitter and eating at the same time because I'm a psycho. And I need 7 different things to have my attention all at once. I'm the half TikTok of a story time, the other half Subway Surfer to keep my attention vibe. I like watching these videos that are people walking around Japan and like staying in capsule hotels and sharing their experience. But the person who does it, the channel that I like watching, they don't talk the whole time. They're just like taking you around. They're just showing you the little capsule hotel. I want to stay in one so much. If I'm glitching, I promise it's probably happening on your end or Twitch's end and not mine. I hope. I know absolutely no Japanese, but I'm gonna make an attempt to learn the minimum of conversational to say, hello, can I have that? And that's what I learned when I went to Italy. That's what I learned whenever I go to a place that I don't know the language. I learned just the few things to get me by. Excuse me. I always learn that one. You would not believe how often that has come in handy in any country I'm ever in that does not speak English to know, excuse me. Whew. And just like the general manners. Learn thank you. If you're going to another country and you want to at least be able to point at something and say, can I have that? And like just minimal to get by. Please learn thank you, because that one's very good and nice. And they like that. They appreciate. Yeah, sometimes Twitch is just the one having issues. And sometimes just internet's like that, huh? But I don't know. I think that it's not me, though, because I think no one else is having that problem. That's good. I'm glad for that. Am I the asshole? Let's start looking at a few, because I haven't actually opened the tab yet of what I'm going to read. They've been pretty good lately, too. There have been some juicy Am I the Assholes lately. I'm excited. We're gonna travel around. We've got a lot of plans. I don't know most of them because I am being given the itinerary when it is all planned out and sorted by Megan, who is the absolute travel expert and is making all the plans. I can't wait till she gives me probably a printed and laminated itinerary for my trip, because that's just, I would expect no less. I wish I could remember the channel of the, what's it? The one that I watch when I'm sitting on my couch. I wish I could remember the name. I think it's just like Explore Japan, but it's really fun. And I like watching people just walk around Japan, hour long, no commentary, while raining. You ever watch those videos where it is just like a first person POV walking around Kyoto at 3 a.m. in the rain, just for an hour? They're live streams. I love those. I live for that. Acanthiel, thank you for subscribing. I don't know if I said that right. I can't wait to walk when I'm there, but I like watching those the live streams of people walking. I like those. They're very soothing because it is just, they're always raining. Every time they do these live streams, it's always raining. Does it rain there a lot? Is that a stupid question? What's the weather going to be like? I have no way of knowing. I have many ways of knowing. I haven't looked at any. What's the weather this time of year in Japan? I don't actually know at all. I don't know what kind of clothes I'm about to pack. I didn't think this through. I didn't think ahead at all. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. I already, the first Am I the Asshole is an interesting one. But so this will be fun. This will be good. Good swell time. Am I the asshole for not... Oh, wait, no. Am I the asshole for continuing to sleep nude despite my neighbors being able to see into my bedroom? That's the first one. Potato Fox, thank you for subscribing. So that's already a good one to start off. But I'm just going to keep skimming the first few, but damn. It rains most during July, August because of the monsoon season. And it's very humid. My worst nightmare. I didn't think about that at all. Well, it's not... well. It won't be that hot yet, I don't think. That's later. I'm going in a couple weeks. I can't wait. Okay. Ooh, some of these are nasty looking. I will not read the mean ones. Like, just the mean. Lousy Lucy? Is that what your username is? Thank you for the prime. Ooh, I want to read this one. Am I the asshole for not attending my sister's wedding because of her dress code? That one I don't even want to read. That seems like a nasty story. You can go and find it on the Am I the Asshole thread yourself if you'd like. Am I the asshole for asking my friend's boyfriend to leave? No. Yeah, okay, never mind. A lot of these suck. That one day that we were reading them, back to back, all of them were so good. They were insane. They were crazy. I can't believe some of these are maybe real, but maybe not also, because we know people like to exaggerate and lie when they go on Reddit. Nope. Am I the asshole for allowing daughter to exclude family? I don't know if that sounds very fun to read. I don't know about that. Let's just start reading the first one. Am I the asshole for continuing to sleep nude despite my neighbors being able to see into my bedroom? Is there not anything you could do about that last detail? Did you hear that? I'm surprised they're still working. Well, yeah, it's only 4:30. My Empires episode is coming very, very soon. It's a long one. It's a hefty one, and it's taking a lot of time to get it all done. Yeah, okay, so I'm a 28-year-old dude, and I have been living in my house for a few years now. One of the main reasons I chose this place was because my bedroom... Is it obnoxious, or can you not really hear it that much before I continue? Because for me, it's obnoxious. Like, does he not have... Like, right? He should get curtains. Unless he doesn't... I mean... I couldn't ever have the audacity as a woman. Like, after... I watched You, so I don't need... You don't walk nude in front of your windows if you know you can be seen. It's fine. Not that annoying. Is it, like, super faint for you? I hope it's very, very faint for you. Meadow, thank you for gifting a sub. I appreciate you doing that. Literature Lab, thank you for the 100 bits. We are doing some light reading today. Not anything very of substance, but okay. One of the main reasons I chose this place was because my bedroom faced east, allowing me to wake up to the morning sunlight. Most mornings, I wake up before my alarm goes off just because the sunlight coming through the window wakes me up. There used to be a tree line that provided a natural barrier between my house and any potential neighbors, so I never saw the need for curtains or blinds, along with they are expensive as hell for nice ones. You don't have to get nice ones. I would just rather not be seen nude in my house, I think. I already see where this is going. Neighbors move in, chop down the trees, suddenly they can see their naked neighbor, and he's like, I don't want to do anything about that. I don't know how I feel about that. Can you make someone get blinds so that you don't have to be forced to see them walking around? I feel like you do. I feel like you should. Your window is in view of public space. So I think that you shouldn't force people that walk past you, your house, to have to see you in the nude. I don't know. What? Recently, my neighbor expanded and most of the tree line my bedroom was facing was cut down to build new houses. So, okay. So boom, then there's a house. That house was built right across from mine and their window has a clear view into my bedroom. I've always been comfortable sleeping nude and it wasn't an issue when there were no neighbors. But not long after the people moved in, father from the house came over to my house and pretty much told me to stop being nude in front of my windows since his family can see inside my bedroom. His whole family? What kind of family is this? If there are children, man, you better get blinds. He wasn't nice about it. That doesn't matter. I would be if I had children in his house. But he wasn't mean either. Just matter. Oh, he wasn't. Okay, so neutral. He wasn't. Why does he have to be? I don't know. I'm not on his side already because I'm like, just put some cheap curtains. Why do they got to be nice curtains? He wasn't mean either. Just matter of factly, like he gave me an order and fully expected it to be done like I was a kid or his employee. I was somewhat surprised, but understood his concerns, so I made an effort to be more mindful of my nudity when in view of the window. I stopped cleaning and making my bed before getting dressed. I'd hop out of bed into my closet and at least put on shorts, then go to do my morning chores. I wouldn't be. You're really doing all your chores nude? Like you don't, I get the sleeping nude, I get it, but the doing all of the chores still nude? I just don't, I couldn't be comfortable like that. That's a me problem. I don't think there's anything wrong with it necessarily. I've never, I couldn't. I know my background's too bright, but it keeps going in and out of like being stupid sunny and not very sunny at all. The clouds are coming and going. Because then, look, I'll do this. Oh, wrong way. I'll do this, and then the sun's gonna change, and then it's gonna go back up, and I just don't care enough. You know, I couldn't feel myself very comfortable, especially, let's be clear. I think if you're doing any chore that involves cleaning products, don't do it nude. The least skin that could be exposed to chemicals, the better. I think that's just where I would absolutely be drawing a line. Just for safety reasons. You don't need chemicals in places that they just really shouldn't have ever been exposed. With vacuuming? What are you cooking? You should also not be cooking nude. That's even, I don't know which is more dangerous. Are you frying up eggs nude? I would not be that comfortable and confident in my ability to do that and not burn myself. That's amazing. Stopped cleaning, making my bed. What else did you do while you were nude? I get, though, that this people like just being naked the whole time they're in their house. I'm just not me. It's not a me thing. It's a me problem. That being said, I still sleep nude, and I occasionally end up being visible to the neighbors for a brief moment after waking up. I feel like we all should have gotten at least like some cheap sheer blinds, right? Or curtains. I just need to know if there's children in that house, because I would absolutely put my foot down if there was a kid. How often are we gonna just let this happen? So I occasionally end up being visible to the neighbors for a brief moment after waking up. The father came over again, leading to an argument between us. I told him I was trying my best to be considerate. Oh, I wouldn't agree that that's your best. I know you know that there's a better thing you could be doing. The father came over again. Oh, I read that. But there's only so much I can do. You forgot one really big, major, easy thing you could do. And it's my house, and I'm not changing my lifestyle because they moved in. No one's asked you to do that. Actually, you are... I don't get the line being drawn at curtains, because here's the thing. He is making himself change his lifestyle by adjusting to doing chores not naked instead of getting curtains to then not have to adjust his lifestyle even a little. He's choosing to adjust it. And I don't know why, because there is a much easier solution that wouldn't involve, why do you need to be seen naked? Or what is the why not the curtains? His only issue with curtains is that they're expensive for nice ones. You can get a very nice pair of just plain sheer. At least if you're going to be nude in the window, it would just be the shadow of a man and not your full whole self on display. Why are you going against the absolute easier option? I don't know. He just, it sounds like he's being picky about they need to be nice ones, which I also don't like the vibe of. And then they end it with, so am I the asshole for continuing to sleep nude even though my neighbors can see my bedroom? That's not the problem, is the sleeping nude part. That's not what the problem here was. You know that. See, now it's too dark. So I'm just going to leave it until the sun fully actually goes down, and then it'll look fine. And he said there's a family that's living in the other house, and I wouldn't have said family if there weren't kids. I would have said, not that they're not a family if they don't have kids, but I feel like that you see people just choose to say a couple, or maybe not. Maybe they just would say family. I don't know. Maybe I'm reading too deep into that, but if there are kids, just buy some curtains, man. Ooh, okay, so maybe Reddit doesn't agree, and I also thought about this, but didn't mention it. Not the asshole. Some commenters are suggesting OP should put blinds. If the neighbor is bothered, then they should put up blinds. Both houses should have blinds. Just at least give yourself the option. What are you doing by just not even just blinds, curtains? Curtains are even better, I think. Both should have that option. I don't even imagine that the family house... Here's the thing. I bet the family house does have blinds, and I bet that they're also having to make some adjustments about not getting to have their windows open in the morning and enjoy the morning sunrise because their neighbor is there nude. But then vice versa, does he not get to enjoy the sunrise also? But if he has kids in his house, they're definitely not going to just abide by the rules of blinds. They're going to go behind them. Kids just like do that. They just stand in between the blinds or curtains and the window and just stare. I don't know. Children do weird things. So that's not going to stop a kid. I think that the one guy is being a little too stubborn because I don't think he is even willing to consider putting up a curtain. Huh? I completely expect that you might accidentally, on occasion, see a naked neighbor. That's just the life of living. That's it. You might sometimes. The thing is, he's doing it every day, so it's not a matter of it will be every day. Hello, welcome, Raiders. Hello. I think they both should have blinds. The guy being stubborn about not putting up blinds. Oh, I almost dropped my thing. I don't think the family is not saying, I have a feeling they probably have them, but they're like, at least can we have our windows open some mornings? Please. For the kids. Hello, we're reading my camera's being all kinds of funky today. We're reading Am I the Assholes? We just finished one, so we're just gonna skip on to the next one. But, yeah, I don't know. Honestly, I think they just both need curtains. They're not necessarily assholes. Unless there are children and he just really he's like, fuck them kids, you know what I mean? I'm not changing my lifestyle. Gabby Lena, thank you for the prime. They both have a right to their own privacy, and they both have a right to witness a sunrise here and there. But yeah, I don't know. The next one I was gonna read. Let me pull a couple more out, because I didn't have too many pulled out. But hello, welcome. We're reading Am I the Assholes? We're gonna pass judgment. Maybe try to give advice. Maybe tell couples if they should marry or not marry, or divorce, or break up. But take everything I say with a grain of salt, because this is not my job. I don't know what I'm talking about. It's just fun to do. Would I be the asshole if I start forcing my teen son to go to the bathroom before his sister has a bath? Why? What? I don't know. I don't know what that one's about. Am I the asshole for not giving back a bike my cousin gave me for free because he thought I was trash? That sounds lame. Oh, this one has me curious. Am I the asshole for not letting my boyfriend watch his favorite TV show during our date night, even though it's related to a personal issue he's dealing with? That's interestingly specific. Let's read that. Oh, and it's short. Am I the asshole for not letting my boyfriend watch his favorite TV show during our date night, even though it's related to a personal issue he's dealing with? So they're having a date night. She doesn't want to watch his favorite TV show for the date night, which I understand being with somebody that is always putting on their own thing, and you're like, can I put on a thing, or like, can I pick a thing and not watch one more of your things? But what's this? What is the TV show connected to this personal issue? My boyfriend, 25 male, and I, 24 female, have a weekly date night where we cook dinner, watch a movie or a TV show. And recently, my boyfriend has been going through a tough time dealing with his anxiety, and he's been using his favorite TV show as a way to cope. I wonder what it is. I don't know if we're going to get to know what it is, but I really want to know what it is. Last Friday, I suggested that we watch a romantic movie instead of his show, but he insisted that we watch it because it helps him relax. However, I wasn't in the mood for it and wanted to watch something different. He got upset and revealed to me that the show was a comforting escape for him during his panic attacks and that he really needed it at the moment. I feel like you could watch both. I didn't know how to react because I didn't want to invalidate his feelings, and I also didn't want to give up our date night tradition. He accused me of being selfish and not understanding his mental health struggles, but I felt like he was using his personal issue to guilt me into watching something. Oh, that's a little bit extreme of wording to say that he was trying to guilt you, but this is a very short story, so they did not give us much detail. Guilt me into watching something I wasn't interested in. I really want to know what the show is. Please, it's relevant. It might matter. Now I'm torn between wanting to support him and needing our date night to be enjoyable for both of us. It was just one, so I don't know. I don't know, right? He said, I just really need it tonight. And like, there's so many other compromises and solutions to this issue, like many. Can we watch this because I need it tonight? Let's watch a movie tomorrow. Let's watch your pick or whatever movie we both pick tomorrow. Or let's watch the movie and then you can join me or you don't have to. But after the movie's over, I'm going to watch an episode of my show before I go to bed because I need to watch it. I don't know. I feel like there's options here of ways of resolving this issue. Like, pretty easily. It depends how often this happens. If it happens all the time, then it might be a him issue. But if it's just this once, yeah, this is being given to us like it's just this once. But we don't have a lot of detail here. It's not her fault because she didn't know about it, and if he watches it all the time, she probably wants a break. I think, but the thing is, she does know about it. She does know that this is, he even said, I need the show at the moment because I'm having panic attacks and I'm very anxious lately. So she does know, but I don't know how often this is happening. Oh, well, there's a lot of missing things here, I feel like, a lot of potential missing info, but a lot of solutions to this problem that really, if you're willing to work on it, I feel like really not that big of a deal, right? There's so many compromises. There's several options of ways that everyone could walk out of this happy and have a solution for the future, because this will probably happen again. It doesn't sound like anyone's an asshole, except for the fact that she kind of flipped to saying, well, they both flipped from the way this is written. She said he's guilt tripping her, which I feel like just saying he wants to watch a show and he feels like she's not understanding his mental health struggles. She called that guilt tripping. That's a bit of a jump. And he also accused her of being selfish. But is it fair if it's just the one time, or is it not fair? We don't know. There's just like not enough info. Honestly, they're both overreacting 100%. There's a little bit of communication to be worked on here and a billion of options to fix this. If he needs specifically, tonight has been a rough night and he knows it's date night and he definitely needs to watch some of his show because he will not be able to go to bed comfortably. You have to make sacrifices and be understanding of your partner that sometimes their needs don't align with what you would prefer, but it's not a permanent issue. It's something that is temporary. It's a form of support that they need from you in this time. And also, we can watch the movie tomorrow. We can watch the movie and I'll watch an episode. Maybe I'll be up a little bit late. Or we can watch an episode of my thing and then an episode of what you want. Because she said sometimes it's not movies, sometimes it's TV shows. How about we watch my episode, but also an episode of something new or the show you're interested in? There's so many options here. This is not a big deal. I thought this was going to be... It feels like they both got a little angry pretty quick about it. Saying guilt tripping and selfish are a bit, a little bit mean. But I also know what it feels like to be in a partnership where this was another am I the asshole where the wife was like, I feel like you don't show interest in my things, or I don't have the same space for my things in this house as you have for your things. And it's always your things on the TV. You always have control over the TV. You always pick the movies that we watch. You never want to watch the things that I want to watch. That's a thing that happens. That's a problem people have. But they didn't mention any of that in this story. It just seems like a one-off issue of like, hey, can we just watch my show tonight because it's my anxious show and I kind of need it right now. And let's compromise and find a time for the movie as well so that we're both happy and supported. That's no big deal. If they are both mature, willing to work on this issue type people in their relationship, not a problem at all. Simply Tap, thank you for subscribing. If neither of them are willing to compromise, then that's definitely a much bigger issue. If they are too mature, willing to compromise, and are like, this is a relationship that's worth putting the work in, nothing to be concerned about here. However, if they're not willing to compromise, cut it off, break up immediately. Step number 1, you have to be willing to compromise. Both. Sometimes. Them's the breaks. Am I the asshole for not attending my sister's wedding because of her dress code? This is really going to depend on what this dress code is. I, 18 female, recently decided I'm not attending my sister's 21 female wedding. My sister has her dream wedding planned. She's been dreaming of her wedding all her life and has everything down to the T. She has her cake, her venue, her dress, her bridesmaids' dresses, and the flower arrangements all prepared. She sat me and my sisters down to show us the dresses she wanted us to wear. Okay, so they're bridesmaids. Of course, bridesmaids are going to have a dress code that's much different than guest dress code. It is going to be really specific, but there's a lot of arguments that are born out of these bride and bridesmaids choosing the dresses and the drama. She sat me and my sisters down to show us the dresses she wanted us to wear. They were cute, flowy pink gowns with lace around the neck area. Oh, that sounds lovely. We all loved them, but I had a problem. They were short-sleeved. Now, her wedding is in the summer, so short sleeves are kind of a must-have, but I have scars all down my arms and do not want them to show at the wedding. Ooh, I don't know if it has an option for long sleeves, because I think that should just easily be a thing that is always an option, but also I love the idea of if the sleeves were like a sheer but still covering material. I love like a sheer long sleeve moment. And it's beautiful, and I think because the way that dresses, I've been bridesmaids dress shopping before. I was a bridesmaid for my sister. These bridesmaids dresses often are very modular. They come in lots of colors. You can choose like the top half and the bottom half separate. So I want to believe that this is I would immediately allow like a cute sleeve moment option with the dress still being the same. And they're saying it's like a light pink flowy lacy thing. I could see really pretty sleeves with this. Hi, Jack! Also, yeah, a little cardigan. There's I'm scared of what the rest of this is going to be. Hello, welcome, dudes! We're just here chatting. We're reading Am I the Assholes? Determining who's an asshole. Because it's never me. And I have good asshole judgment. Yeah, we still have a lot of the story left to read, and now I'm nervous about it because some people get really nasty about their bridesmaids dresses, and people get very unhappy about their bridesmaids dresses because sometimes they're just uncomfy for some people, and you can't one dress doesn't work for everybody all the time. And I love when people just pick a color and they're like, just get a dress in this color. You don't all have to wear the same style dress. Sometimes it doesn't work for everybody the same way, and then it's like, why? The photos to me are not everyone looking the same in a photo for bridesmaids. Not the thing that would matter to me, but you know. Hello, welcome. Anytime there's an Am I the Asshole that's wedding related, bridesmaid related, dress picking, rules related, these people are insane. You hit a different breed of person when they have like this opinion on how their wedding should go, and when they're super specific and bridezilla stories. Green-eyed gay, thank you for subscribing. Trip, thank you for the prime. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for joining. Also, welcome. We're just chatting. And also, we're here just, I'm Q&A-ing, advising in between all these. You have an experience like this, you want to share it with the class, I'll read it. We'll talk about it. I'll share my stories. Oh, here's the sun. See, I can't win. So I'm not even going to bother or try. Okay, so we have a summer wedding. The dresses are short sleeve. OP is uncomfortable with her arms being visible because she has scars and she would like them to be covered up. I am worried for what the bride is going to say about this. I pulled her aside and asked if I could get a dress with sleeves or if I could wear sleeved gloves. Oh, that's another lovely alternative. Little lace gloves. I'm just saying, all of these are really beautiful in my mind for the, she said, cute, flowy, pink lacy gowns. Imagine little lacy gloves. I'd be like excited about getting to add an extra bit to make the dress even that much more elevated, to make one of my bridesmaids feel that much more comfortable. And just, hey, I'm about the people who are the bridesmaids, whoever they might be. Not the dress being the same and in, I don't know. That's just me, though. That's just me. She said no. She said no. And that she wants everyone to look the same. So I couldn't wear sleeves or have a different dress. This always comes up. I feel like as a bride at this point, you have to be willing to be comfortable with people not looking fucking identical, and like just having the people that you love the most be the happiest in this moment and not make people be uncomfortable for a cohesive look. I don't know. That's a weird thing to get bothered about. But I'm not the kind of person that has ever planned my wedding like in advance. I know what dress I don't know what dress I want, but like, you know what I mean? I'm not the kind of person that knows what dress I want, the color scheme, the flowers. I don't know any of that. I've never thought about it because it hasn't come up yet. I'll think about it after it becomes relevant. She asked if I could just put on makeup. That doesn't really work. And she says they won't work. Makeup won't cover them. Then she said if I wasn't going to cooperate, I just shouldn't come. Ooh, see, that's where I'm like, why is that where we're drawing the line, that you just are willing to let the whole person just not even be there? Is it worth it? She told my family I was being difficult and didn't want to obey the dress code because I wanted to be different. Oh, ew. Ew. She sent her invites out a few weeks ago and messaged me asking why I haven't confirmed. I wonder. I said I'm still not comfortable being in short sleeves and that I will just not attend, because that's what she said, is if you won't be comfortable, then don't come. Since I don't want to ruin her perfect day, but by dressing differently. She complained, saying that she had already bought the dresses. Well, that's a you problem. And said I'll give her the money. No! I said I'd give her the money for mine, but she didn't listen. I know I probably sound... No, you don't sound selfish. And I shouldn't let my own issues be priority over my sister's wedding. Could the same be said, though? I don't know. I couldn't imagine being this bothered about it as the bride. Maybe I'm not getting it from the bride's perspective. But I'd never be the hill. That would never be the hill I die on, where I'm like, you have to wear it this way or don't be there. Yeah, this is her sister. This isn't even just like friend as a bridesmaid. This is her sister. Some people, I don't know what it is about wedding days for some people. It's like scary. I don't like being in short sleeves and there's no other way to work around it. Edit, I forgot to add. Oh my God, this edit's gonna blow your mind. No! Edit, I did forget to add, I'm not a bridesmaid. My sister wanted all the girls on our side of the family to wear the same dress as it's similar to hers. It's not even. Oh, now I don't. I was like, maybe I just don't get it. You know, I don't like to be too fast to choosing a side. I've chosen not even a bridesmaid. Why do we need a dress code so specific that you have to wear the exact same dress for people not even in the bridal party? Oh my God. That's just like a also financial toll on people that are not in the bridal party, that they have to buy a dress that is specifically the one you are telling them they have to, instead of like, there's so many ways to get an inexpensive wedding dress as a guest, but to make them? I don't know. Oh, that's insane. That's actually insane. Yeah. No. You're not the asshole. I feel so bad that she thought she was being selfish about it now. Even at all. What the heck? Not the asshole. You came up with the perfect solution. I didn't even think of gloves. I think there's so many cute things you could do. And if you're like a little bit handy, you got a sewing machine, go buy a little like cute sleeve material. I think, listen, I am not a long sleeve dress kind of a fan all that often. It's not my thing. But I immediately got so excited about the possibilities because I think that they're beautiful, stunning dresses on people that do enjoy wearing them. And there's so many beautiful ways to fix this problem where it would just be such a nice thing to allow for your sister in this moment who, I get, it's not her wedding, it's not about her, but it's family. It's your family. I was thinking of like what is happening? The sun. God? I was thinking of like my own Empire's Tea Party dress. That it has like little sheer sleeves. And maybe sheer isn't also in her ballpark right now for what she's looking for, but so many like little dainty cute sleeve things you could do. And gloves, little lace gloves. Oh, what a shame. Well, would I be the asshole if I started forcing my teen son to go to the bathroom before his sister has a bath? Oh, you know what? Actually, now that I'm skimming it, I don't think this sounds like the fun kind of asshole behavior. Some asshole behavior is not fun to read about. I don't think that one was a fun one after all. I thought maybe it would be like a weird, like, what the heck's happening here? That's funny. It's weird. No. It looked not fun. Oh, this is the one that's going to be fun to judge. Am I the asshole for being bothered by my pregnant wife's behavior? This could go either way. But let's never forget she is pregnant. The thing that she has agreed to do. Let's just always bear that in mind, but I could see. Maybe. I don't know. Let's find out. My wife, 29 female. Wait. I need water because I'm doing a lot of reading. So I feel like I'm always very, very hydrated at my Am I the Asshole reading streams. So I'm going to get water. Ignore the headphone dent in my hair. I'll be right back. At what point does construction legally have to end? I thought 5. I don't know that's I just made that up. The drilling. There's so much drilling. Every time I end stream, if I'm going somewhere right after, I have to go run and I keep my straightener on so I can go run and fix my hair after this. Also, my bangs are getting so long that I have to like put them. I have to pick a side. They just can't. Unless I really, really load them up with dry shampoo and get like a bit of height up here. But that's a lot more work. Bangs are so much maintenance. Before you cut impulse bangs, there are a lot of maintenance. If you want to keep them at a certain length, bangs grow so fast because it's such short, healthy hair up there because it's constantly trimmed if you're a bang girly. You saved me. Wait, where did I put it? You saved me. I'm at my vitamin D. I didn't do it today. This is why. This is why. Vitamin D check. Everyone take your pills. Make sure you haven't missed any today. I hope you're not too late. I didn't. Why did I move this? Why did I make it out of reach? I didn't take it. I wish they were flavored, though. Do they make gummy vitamin D ones? Just so I could have a little extra treat. Yeah. Bangs are a lot of maintenance. They outgrow the length that you like within a week. And immediately you either have to trim them up with your own scissors, risk fucking them up, or you just have to start styling them entirely differently from the whole way that you planned to when you cut them in the first place. And also when you wake up, they go like that, just straight up. And so every morning I have to re-wet my bangs and re-blow dry them. There's no way I could wake up and roll out of bed with the bangs that they are. As they are. They defy gravity. at any given chance. BBC, thank you for subscribing. I appreciate it. Yeah, but stay hydrated. This is not a real nose piercing, no. I've just been wearing it every single day because I just want to see how long I go before I do end up deciding, like, all right, I'm done with it now, because I'm going to prove a point to myself, whether I'm definitely not getting the real thing, but I'm going to prove that there's just no good reason to get the real thing for the way that I wear it. I also don't wear it when I go out, when I leave my house at the end of the day, like after I'm done streaming, because I'm a little self-conscious of having to address the fact that it's fake in person. I don't want to have to, I already have to address the fact that my hair's fake every time. And my freckles. I really just, in real life, in person, I can't sign myself up for a third thing that I have to explain when they're like, oh, is that a real piercing? Or like, oh, how was the piercing? Or like they ask a question about getting the piercing, then I have to be like, well, which I already have to do for enough things. So I don't wear it when I go out. So I think there's no good reason for me to get the real thing. I highly recommend buying a fake one, though. This scratches the itch. I wear it every single day on stream. I wear it in all the photos that I take. I really, really like it. I like the look of it. No good reason to do the real thing and deal with cleaning and having a hole in my face if I really just don't want to go. I hate the cleaning process. I have done piercings. I hate it. Okay. Am I the asshole for being bothered by my pregnant wife's behavior? I understand that when being pregnant, sometimes things the pregnant women will say will seem unreasonable, very emotional, but also you be sensitive and gentle around her. And it's okay for feeling bothered, but did you tell her you're bothered about it? What problem did you cause? You can feel that way, but she's pregnant. So my wife, 29 female, is 3 months pregnant. Yeah, these are from Reddit. This is the Am I the Asshole Reddit. My wife, 29 female, is 3 months pregnant, and I, 35 male, have been married for 4 years and dating 2 years prior. She hasn't taken the pregnancy well, has nausea in the evening, and is, if this is the behavior immediately already that you're complaining about, I would dump him so fast. I hope this is not the complaint. This one's a long one, actually, a little bit, so let's not get too judgy, too ahead of ourselves. Nausea in the evening and is crying and complaining that I'm not doing enough. We both work in tough corporate jobs, and I also run a small business on the side, so generally very busy people. And she's pregnant at the same time as all of that. Accidental or intentional pregnancy, either way. They're both at the stage that they are keeping it, so that's all that matters, is that they're in that agreed decision. I'm very happy to help and do chores like washing up, vacuuming, cleaning, groceries without her asking. That, I hope, has been happening long before she got pregnant. However, she has a way of requesting other things that really bothers me. Uh-oh. I have a feeling he wasn't doing this before. She directly won't ask me for something. She will just make a statement like, the toilet smells, or the window's open, and expects me to follow through. If I don't catch on, she will remember and complain to me that I am substandard or not good enough for not doing what she wants. She says I should know what she wants. Oh, okay. Well, maybe she isn't using the best language choices at this moment in time while she's pregnant. However, you say that you do all these chores without her asking. How long have we been doing that? Was that forever? Because I hope that was already happening. That shouldn't be a new thing. But she might be a bit abrasive about how she's just is zero tolerance right now. She's pregnant. So maybe she's already been feeling this way because maybe you haven't actually been doing these things when she doesn't ask before she was pregnant. Now she's like, I'm not dealing with bullshit right now. I'm pregnant. Let's see. Yesterday, I politely said she can learn a better way to ask for things. But she shouldn't have to ask every time. But also, I don't know how much this is like maybe being exaggerated. I don't know. Because that's the whole thing, is the argument of like partners aren't being straightforward and asking what they want, but they don't want to have to ask. That's you should know what things you need to do to be a responsible partner and like household sharer of and it shouldn't have to be asked every time something needs to be done, because that's an extra step for your partner who has to do the asking and is already having that on their mind. You know, that whole dynamic, we know about that. We heard about that. We've all experienced that. She might just be having an attitude right now, which I think is a little bit funny, but yesterday I politely said she could learn a better way to ask for things, as if she uses simple manners like please or thank you, and it will make me want to help even more. I also said that if she cannot, I will be less likely to want to help and be proactive to help. Oh, that's not fair. I don't like that, actually. I don't like that. That was not a nice way of putting that. If you don't ask nicely, I'm less likely to do the things that I should just be doing. Oh, that's not the statement you think it is. I said it doesn't cost much to say these things, and it would benefit both of us. Will it benefit her? I tried to have a mature conversation with her to listen and understand her position more. That's not what I got out of that statement a little bit. I don't know. I didn't like the way he said that. Am I crazy? If she can't say it with please and thank you, he'll be less likely to want to help. That's like how 5-year-olds behave, is like, or like, that's how you treat a 5-year-old. It's like, you ask nicely, and then, or like, if you tell me in a mean way, I'm never going to do it. You should just be doing it. No one should be asking you in the first place. But I think that it's that she's, I don't know what the issue, because I don't know if she's like maybe he is already, I don't know. I'm not trusting him a little bit right now. She bursted into tears saying she's suffering. She won't change her behavior, and that's her real self. Oh, I think this was long before being pregnant. She says that, I just started reading silently to myself, I'm sorry. She says that because she's pregnant, she wishes I should just be a robot and do everything she says no matter how she says it, because her job is to bear the child. She's sweet and polite to all her friends, family, and work colleagues, literally all the time, even during pregnancy. Of course, she's not going to be mean to them. And periods. But as her husband, I get her real self, which is negative, demanding, distant, and always impolite. So he's saying this is behavior that she's only giving to him while she's pregnant and when she's on her periods. But I have a feeling these are, I don't know, I have a suspicion that these are issues anyway. Like, regardless of whether she is pregnant or on her period, there's an issue. I, for sharing experiences, did at one point date someone that, after, well, you know, things are getting a little bit harder, we would fight a little bit sometimes. And he was like, have you noticed that we only fight when it's either like you just had your period, or it's just after your period, or you're on your period? And I was like, that's literally all of the time. I think I've said this before, this story, where I was like, you just named all of the time available to me as a woman. Like, for someone who gets their period, before, during, and after my period is all of the time. And he was like, have you noticed we only fight during that period of time? That's all the time. We also weren't fighting all the time, and it was not around my period only. It's a very invalidating way of like minimalizing that there is an issue here, and you're using this as like an excuse to get out of talking about that there's an issue. Sometimes we're not bringing it maybe in the kindest and politest of manners, but to work on it, work it out, talk it out. Because saying that you're only like, whether this only happens when you're on your period. Yeesh. So, the audacity of, it's always right before, during, or after. It doesn't cost much to say these things nicely. Okay, where was I? She's sweet and polite to all her friends, family, and work colleagues literally all the time during pregnancy and periods, but as her husband, I get her real self. He's putting these in quotes, implying that she said these things, which is negative, demanding, distant, and always impolite. I asked her why she cannot treat me like how she treats everyone else, to which she replies, in her culture, husbands normally get treated this way. This was not where I thought we were going. She's East Asian. She even said she should have married someone from East Asia and regrets marrying me. Oh, did she say she regrets marrying you? Okay, maybe she is taking the being mean during her pregnancy a little bit too far now. because my Western upbringing, because I can't take her negativity. Oh, how is this only a problem now? Oh, was fun at the beginning, and now it's not so fun anymore. I feel bad for him. I can't speak for if that's a thing, obviously, but to be told that she regrets marrying you because you're Western and can't take the negativity because the negativity is part of your culture, I don't know. How has this not come up before you got pregnant is my question. I understand she may have pregnancy hormones. 100% she has pregnancy hormones. If this is only happening now that she's pregnant and you only mentioned also when she's on her period, it is a temporary thing. But that is a little bit nasty. Like, I think maybe that's crossing a line in her uncomfort. But I do still believe it's like the pregnancy talking. But she's got to maybe, I don't know. Yeah, if she's weaponizing the pregnancy to be mean, that's not okay. And I'm sure she's very uncomfortable. But I don't think it's fair to be like, you have to take my negativity because it's a cultural thing. But I think if she's wanting, I think he's wanting her to work on how she says things to him. Is now that we've got that little bit of information, he's not trying to control the story around it being like she's emotional on her period and she's just always being impolite and she should say please and thank you because I'd be more likely to do these things. That was a really poor way of wording that. But he wants her to work on how she communicates things to him. And she said, no. If this was the case, I understand she may have pregnancy hormones. If this was the case, I would accept and bury this as temporary. But she has been, she has been like this before pregnancy. How do you weaponize a pregnancy? I wouldn't doubt that there's absolutely people out there that have used, like, and have either what am I thinking of? I'm thinking like reality TV where people will absolutely either fake getting pregnant to try and like do something toxic in a relationship or get pregnant in the hopes of fixing a relationship. Pregnancy is often, unfortunately, used by adults as a tool to fix problems and, you know, it's used in a way it shouldn't be because it's about bringing a whole other human being in this world and we shouldn't be using it like that in a willy-nilly way to just be fixing our problems that we have absolutely other ways of fixing without bringing a whole human here and then maybe not raising them the way that they deserve to be raised, treating them properly because now you've birthed them out of a horrible reason. You know what I mean? That's definitely something that happens. But he says she was like this before she was pregnant. This negative version of her happens. Oh, wait. I'm just going to read through this because I don't know what to think anymore. This negative version of her happens for 10 days before her period. I avoid he's got it down to 10 days. I avoid interactions with her during this duration as she's unpleasant to be around and I'd wait for the time when she becomes nice again. However, now she's like this 24/7 and it's unavoidable. I have asked so many times in the past she should try learning to be more empathetic and nicer when she communicates. However, she refuses and makes no effort at self-improvement or even researching or Googling the topic. Oh, this man is British. I didn't realize that at all. He didn't say mum. She's from an East Asian background and lived in a number of East Asian countries, but is now settled with me in London, UK, where I was born and bred. Am I the asshole for being bothered by her behavior while she's pregnant? Honestly, to say bothered is even perhaps an understatement now that we've come to the end of this story. That's not what I expected to happen. He is very specifically saying it's 10 days, so it's not like a situation I had where it's like, it's just always around or during or after. That's all the time. It is specifically 10 days, and that is when you have a lot of hormonal imbalances, is the week leading up to your period and not necessarily your actual week of period or however many days. You can be your most emotional and like unstable mindset version the week before. Everyone's different. I want to believe I don't think that I have these problems. Because I'm just a sensitive little baby all the time. So I'm just always on the verge of tears. A wind blows a little bit in a sad way and I'm just crying. So maybe he had a point. It is just before, during, and after all the time. I'm just sad. I mean, I'm not sad. Just crying and on the verge of tears. I'm just so much of an empath. This is rough that there's a baby involved now on the way. So that's very unfortunate if this has been a consistent, although he has known that this is an issue. I don't really know how to solve this one, except definitely couples counseling. right? That's probably, it's the communication that they have to work on that they're not. Where'd my music go and how long ago did that stop? Nope. Wait, I'm gonna skip this one. This is just the intro one. Yeah, they have to work out their communication, and she has to learn a way to channel the emotions that she does experience if they're that wild and changing between the period 10 days leading to her period and all the other time. It's like that drastic. She's talked to somebody about it and work on it. Maybe there's something that is able to be done and helped by a doctor to help her feel a little bit more regulated during that period of time. I don't know. Definitely therapy together, though. Ah, my phone's on. Whoops, the sound's on. Give me 1 second. Okay. Yeah, I did not expect to think he wasn't the asshole on this time. Because honestly, I'm going to give a lot of breaks to the pregnant woman, but they got to work on this issue, I think. That's all I'll say on that. Unfortunate. Hopefully it's worked out and they can obviously they married each other for a reason. And did I read it wrong that this was a couple that was like together for 6 years total? 4 years married, 2 years dating prior. That's a long amount of time already to have been together. So, and this is their first child. I think they could work it out. If they were able to get this far with this happening every month and still like there's love there. There's a reason they're together. I hope that they could work on it, and she deserves peace too during that period of time if there's any way to help her find peace in her emotional turbulence during a very uncomfortable month or week during every month. Uh, 6 years must be doing something right. Yeah, there was something there that's kept them together this long, so I hope they could figure that out and work on it. What are your thoughts on RuPaul's Drag Race? Do you watch it? Only when I'm in England with Scott. We watch it together, but I don't watch it when I'm home. But I watch it with Scott, and it's fun. I like it. I'm confused about the cultural part, too, because I'm East Asian, and I might just not know about her culture, but I've never heard of that. The woman is usually the stay-at-home housewife type deal. I feel like I have heard of that being like the... I don't want to say normal, and I don't want to say stereotype, but never having heard of the negative. I also just think that's an excuse. I don't think... If your partner is saying, hey, the way that you speak to me is too negative for me, and it's hurting me, I don't really think saying, but that's my culture is a really great way of getting out of that problem. I think that you should still, regardless, that's a problem to be worked on, I feel like. Still, not really I don't know, not really an excuse. Not in this case, at least. Woo! Crunchy. Am I the asshole for not giving equal payment to my in-laws versus my parents? Why are you paying them? I'm curious what they're paying them for. Queen of Spades, thank you for subscribing. Lightning Bug, thank you for 6 months. I think I missed that before. Thank you. Culture norms can be harmful too. That's also true. Just saying it's just not a good enough excuse, and also that doesn't make the problem go away. You're having a communication problem, and he is being hurt by you because of the way that you speak. And do you not want to maybe work on that with your partner so that he's not being hurt by your words as often? I'd want to work on that. Okay, yeah, what are the parents and in-laws getting paid for? It should really state, we are the A's because this absolutely was a decision my husband and I made together. We are we the asshole is what they're saying. We both felt it was fair and generous. I recently won a large sum of money. It's not life-changing, quit your job and never work again type of amount, but it's significantly more money than I've ever had in my account before. Whoa. Can I have that? Not a life-changing amount, but the most I've ever had in my bank account. Yes, please. My husband and I talked at great lengths about sharing the money, what it would look like, and alternatives such as paying for a family vacation. We decided to gift each household of our immediate family $20,000 each. In what way do you think this is not a life-changing amount? Obviously not quit your job and never work again, but life-changing is they're able to give $20,000 to each household, which I think is only 2 of them, but that's $40,000 out of however much they themselves still are keeping. Not life-changing? What? Where? $20,000 each. So my mother-in-law, father-in-law, my mother-in-law, father-in-law received $20,000. Both of my son-in-laws, one is married and one is single, my brother and his family, my mother and my father, and my stepmother, all received equal amounts, regardless of whether they were married, single, or kids, no kids. That's a lot more than 2 households, actually. That was like several. How much money was it? Not a life-changing amount. $20,000 to mother-in-law, father-in-law as one. Son-in-laws individually. Brother and his family. Mother and father and stepmother. That's 5 households. Each got $20,000. Not having mentioned at all how much they kept of their own. Whew! That's like someone's whole year's salary when I thought it was only 40. Now we're at 5 households. 5 households, $20,000. $100,000. I was like, I don't want to do that math that fast if I'm wrong. Okay, and they kept an amount of money too, so there's more than that. One of my son-in-laws has mentioned that my mother-in-law is complaining that they should have received $40,000 to, oh my God, they're complaining, to make it fair since my parents are divorced and they each got 20. It's more than $100,000. It's more than 5 households. It's holy Christ. Mother and father-in-law, both the son-in-laws, brother and his family, father, mother, stepmother. They were all individuals because they are divorced and single. 7 households, each getting $20,000. And the mother-in-law, who is sharing a household that got $20,000, is complaining about not getting $40,000 because there's 2 of them. To make it fair, since how do you complain at this point? My parents are divorced and they each got $20,000. Since I only have one sibling, we thought it worked out nice and evenly since each side of the family is getting $60,000 total between each of the 3 households. Everybody's getting $20,000. My husband is embarrassed and annoyed that his mom isn't being more grateful. Yeah. And while it wouldn't break us financially to give him the extra, how much money did you win? And how do you call that not more than they've ever had in their bank account before? Maybe it was a collective, not life-changing, quit your job and never work again. Maybe they meant all of that, not just each of those. Because if you are thinking this is not life-changing, you're insane. Because they also kept enough where it's like they could give an extra $20,000 and it wouldn't bother them. It wouldn't matter at all. They wouldn't even notice. You're assholes. Give me $20,000. I want it. Rich people problems. Give me some money. How about that? Why are you giving all of these people money? They sound ungrateful in the first place. Donate some of that. Give me some. I could be a charity. Watch how fast I could become a charity. This is extra too dark now. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. No, not the asshole, because that is very ungrateful to be given $20,000 and then see, as a married couple, be given $20,000 and then you see the other couple that are divorced each get individual $20,000. If that's something you're noticing in this situation as like an issue, yikes. Somebody says, not the asshole. Is it too late to give her nothing? Honestly, you don't want the $20,000? Fine. You want $40,000, not $20,000? Then you get nothing. For real. Someone gave you $20,000. Why would you ask for more? I want to know how much she won. Because she said she could give them the extra 20 and it wouldn't, like, they wouldn't notice. It would not break or, like, put a dent in it at all, is what I got from that. How much money did they win? What if they're still keeping, like, 100K? Not that it still makes them the asshole, or, like, the mother-in-law is definitely still an asshole for asking for more, but it's making me wonder, how much is there? Because I have a feeling there's a lot more. And they're not entitled to give anyone any of it. I just really want to know how much money you won. Please. It sounds like, yeah, something like 250 to 500K or something. Like, yeah, could you never work again in your entire life? I mean, I don't know what you could do with that, but just to start the phrase with not life-changing amount is insane. Yeah, no, not the asshole, though. But can I have 20K if you won't notice? Wow, no thank you. Just, why didn't we get more? Tell your mother-in-law if she's insulted, she can always give the money back. I would say if she's saying no to the 20K because she wants more, I'm hearing no to the 20K, and I'm moving on. You have one sibling to give 20K to. He has two. As stated, each side of your family, yours and his, received $60,000. Not the asshole. Your mother-in-law sounds ungrateful. Also, your son-in-law should have never mentioned she said that. Oh. It was probably a private mother-daughter convo that wasn't meant to go any further. Oh. Fair point. The son-in-law mentioned his mother-in-law complained. She might have never... She didn't ask for more. That's fair. I mean, what are you complaining about still? But... Jesus fuck. Hi. She just crawled out of the closet in the most loud, destructive manner possible. Yeah, if she was just, what is the context of this complaining too? Of like, they're divorced and they got 20K each? Where's my extra 20K? You know how, maybe that wasn't even meant to be like a whole thing. Maybe she would have never brought it up, was feeling grateful, but just like maybe as like a, what do the two divorced each get 20K? I don't know. Maybe they're not I'm getting a vibe that the parents-in-laws don't like each other. Probably in this situation already. So, yeah, maybe no one's an asshole. And maybe she just thought she was complaining in confidence and didn't really, maybe it wasn't even coming from a very true place. Or she just kind of was a spur of the moment complaint and is not asking for any more money, would not ask for any more money. I don't know. Definitely an in-law issue. Those two in-laws are not getting along is the vibe I'm getting from that. That's why they always tell you when you win money not to tell your family. Probably the truest advice ever given by anyone that won money is don't tell anyone you won money. But it's a nice thing that they decided to give so much of it away to their family. And then to hear one of your family members complain. This one, I don't know if it would be a good read or not. First thing when you win money is call a lawyer. Probably not a bad idea. You could afford one now, at least. Yeah, don't tell your family if you win the lottery or something. Should I be buying a lottery ticket? Anybody in the lottery game? How much of a scam is it? How much is it not worth participating in? I want to read this one. Reddit already said they're the asshole, but I have disagreed with Reddit before. So I would like to see. Put my own 2 cents in. I really can't catch a break with this. It really got dark enough that I had to adjust it twice. Okay. Not worth it. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Star, are you sunning? Oh, she's out there resting in the living room. I am an extremely unlucky person, so in that case, I will not be buying a lottery ticket. Am I the asshole for telling my best friend his girlfriend is disgusting? Probably. I, 22 female, have been friends with Danny, 22 male, since high school. Oh, girl on girl crime. No! Since high school, and he recently moved in with his current girlfriend, Lucy, 22 female. They had a housewarming party on Friday, and Lucy spent most of the night dancing with her own friends, who are very like her. Excited, extroverted, etc. And dragging Danny away from his conversations with us, his friends. This is giving me just absolute mean girl vibes. To dance, even though he's more like us. Introverted, not party animals. Maybe you don't know Danny as well as you think you do. Also, he's very capable of telling his own girlfriend, no, I'm going to talk to my friends right now. And if he's not doing that, maybe he wants to go dance. Yikes. Later, Danny was being quiet, so I asked if he was okay, and he said he was just tired. But he just kept watching Lucy dancing, and then said something in her ear the next time she came over, and she just shook her head and laughed at him. After she went back to her friends, I asked if it was bothering him how she was behaving, and he asked me to explain. He already doesn't know what you mean. That's not a good sign. I mentioned... Oh. This is... Are there really people like this? I mentioned the attention-seeking dancing and the fact she was wearing something revealing even though other guys were at this party. Danny said it didn't bother him and then sat with a moody face. You ruined the mood. You just killed the vibe. You ruined his mood. He was fine before. At the end of the night, Lucy sat down with us and started chatting nonstop about how amazing the party had been. Yeah, she was having the time of her life, and you were being bitchy about it in the corner. Bro, I'm a girl's girl. I self-admitted previous pick-me girl when I was like a teenager, because like who doesn't go through the phase? If you were ever bullied by girls in grade school, which happens, and it's unfortunate because it's the cruelest form of bullying, you go through a phase. But I'm back in girl's girl 100%. Let her live in her bed. If it's a problem in their relationship, that's a different story. You leave it to them. Okay. At the end of the night, Lucy sat down with us and started chatting nonstop about how amazing the party had been. I pointed out jokingly Danny obviously wasn't enjoying himself since he looked miserable. And Danny told her I was worried he was jealous because of her outfit. Oh, Danny just immediately threw her under the bus. Go Danny. I don't know yet because he hasn't said if he actually feels that way or not. And he is just tired right now. So I'm apprehensive to being on Danny's side. But he 1,000,000,000% threw her under the bus immediately. Lucy ruffled his hair, which he hates. I don't think you know him. And he was quiet because he loved her outfit so much he couldn't wait for us all to leave so he could drag her to bed. You're sabotaging. He loves her outfit. He was watching her all night dancing. He was like, yeah, when everyone goes home, I get to take that off of her. I thought that was completely inappropriate and said to Danny, in that case, I'll leave if she was just going to be disgusting. What is her problem? Jealous. And Lucy laughed at me, so I left. I'm so team Danny and Lucy. I'm so proud of Danny for immediately being on his girl's side and like not participating in this bullshit even for a second from his supposed friend who has known him for such a long time and pretends like she knows her so much better than his own girlfriend. And let me tell you, there's a level of intimacy that you get with a partner that no one will ever know you that way. No matter how long you've been friends, there's a way you know a person inside a relationship that does not ever get to be known by anyone who's never been in that relationship. So I think Lucy knows him better, and I think he knows Lucy, and I think they're doing just fine. And I'm so glad he immediately outed her in front of his girlfriend. Like, she just said that she didn't like the outfit you're wearing. Are Lucy and Danny dating? Yes, thank God. They're perfect. And then she called Lucy disgusting, even though Danny is the one that was like, I love her outfit. I can't wait to take it off of her. And then she called the girl disgusting. Today, Danny messaged me saying Lucy wants an apology before I'm allowed back at her home. But I asked if Lucy will apologize for making me uncomfortable. She didn't make the joke that she was going to go. Danny made the joke. She was just out there dancing in her outfit. Making me uncomfortable. He said no, she doesn't have to. didn't even take that back to Lucy. He said, no, she doesn't have to do that. Oh my goodness, Danny. Where are the men like Danny? I was genuinely only worried about my friend. But I admit, I could have just left without calling her disgusting. She didn't even do anything. He's the one that was like, I'm going to rip her clothes off. I hope they get married. I hope they have a wonderful life together. They sound like they're really good together. Honestly, from this whole interaction and the way that he immediately defended her. Absolutely love what she's wearing. Is not bothered by her going around and dancing and him being a little bit more introverted. Was not bothered about being pulled away from his friends and did not say anything about it to try and stop it from happening at all. He probably could not wait to get out of the conversation with whatever you were talking about. Probably very uninteresting conversation. Get you a Danny in your life. Edit. She came back because without a doubt, Reddit tore her to shreds. To clarify, I didn't say the comment about her clothes directly to Lucy. I just said it behind her back. I asked Danny once and then never mentioned it again. What was it? How did she say she did it? She asked if it was bothering him how much she was attention seeking by her dancing and the way she was dressed. I just asked Danny about it and never mentioned it again. I asked him because I know in the past he's said anything overly sexual makes him uncomfortable. I have to read it in a voice. He's not the kind of guy who makes innuendos or anything. I don't think she knows who this man is. I think that people that are in your life from the time that you're a child think that they know you way better than other people that haven't known you as many years. But I think an unfortunate side effect of having a friendship from a really long period of time is that they hold you to a version of yourself that you were previously, but you might have evolved out of now. But they haven't made an effort to know who you are right now. They're holding you to this version of you that is a different, like you're a different person now. You've grown. And they're not making an effort to know grown you and the different you that you are now. Because he doesn't sound like he's that guy if he's very much in love with his girlfriend and loves everything about their relationship together as it sounds. Danny did make an innuendo, literally in this story. He's the one that made the I love her outfit, I can't wait to take it off, like a little comment. So this is obviously not the same person. They know two completely different Dannys, but she's acting like she knows him better because she's known him longer. But I think sometimes that holds you back from knowing the grown version of that person that you spent all that time with. And sometimes a person that's known you less time knows you better than someone you might have been friends with for 10 years because they get to know exactly you right now. And they'll know that version of you possibly even better if your friend didn't make a conscious effort to recognize how you've grown as a person, how you've changed. And also, it's not your business to know if he's into things overly sexual. Maybe he changed his mind at some point, grew, didn't tell you about it, because why would he? Because you don't want to have inappropriate conversations like this, obviously. Because she said it was inappropriate to make a joke like that and called the girl disgusting for the joke Danny made. I am in no way jealous of Lucy. She's the opposite of how I'd want to be. This is a 22-year-old woman. Which is fine. People can be who they want. And Danny and I already tried dating years ago, but the spark just wasn't there and it wasn't comfortable. It was uncomfortable after we tried being intimate and we both agreed we were better. She's so jealous. She didn't have to, I feel like this isn't real. She didn't have to give us that info. She's outed herself as she has been rejected by him. And now she's bitter and jealous. Oh, it's her dinner time. You want dinner? You want to eat? Want food? Which word did I teach you? I can't remember if I taught her dinner, food, or eat. Genuinely, not really sure which one's going to click for her. You want food? All right, I'm going to go feed her. You enjoy. I'm just going to let the music play. Enjoy the vibes of the room. Let's go eat dinner. cat pillow in the back is bread. It is a bread. My stupid headphone bumps. Oh, and a flake. That's lovely. Oh no, more flakes! It's all the dry shampoo. I had a friend that I recently cut off that always, oh, I think you missed a word there, always to me. And that I was easily influenced, that I was childish and immature, and she was super mean to my best friend who was her boyfriend, and she was really possessive. Oh, it's weird that sometimes you have a friend that is just super controlling and possessive over you, but then is just mean to you at the same time. That's also usually a jealous thing, is like they keep you close to hurt you, but they don't want you to like go away and have other friends that would treat you better because they want to keep mistreating you. Yeah, no, that's not overreacting. You got to get out of that. That's a toxic dynamic relationship. Oops. Wow. I don't know if I could believe this is real. It's that, like, unbelievable. Ridiculous. You're the asshole. Girl, what? I'm sorry, but that's such a hateful way to talk about someone's girlfriend for having fun. She was literally minding her business, having a good time, and he was also having a good time, and she was trying to cause problems that were not there. There were no problems there. Minding her business and having a good time in her own home, someone points out. They were at her house. This was Lucy's house, where this friend is like, how could you be dressed like that and dancing like that when your boyfriend is here and there's other guys here? She's in her own house. She's in her own home at her own party. Somebody said, you're the asshole, just say that you want to date Danny and be done with the jealousy. She absolutely, they both tried to date, and she said they both agreed it was uncomfortable and they're better as friends. I don't think they both thought that. I don't think that they both thought that at all. I don't think Lucy is everything the OP wants to be necessarily. I think that OP wants to be everything that Danny wants, but Danny wants everything that isn't her, potentially. I don't know, that's just my... I know Mean Girls, and it could be either one. It could be a little bit, she's like, how could he possibly like someone like that and not me? Someone like me. She's obviously awful, though, so... In the Wattpad story is this. But it's also valid that sometimes girls that are jealous and just treat you this way, it's because they wish they were you. They wish they were as pretty as you, or as fun as you, or as cool. They are 100% wishing that they had something that you don't. That's usually what it is. But I think in this case, the thing that she wants is Danny himself, and not like her life, or she doesn't agree with the way she dresses or how she dances at parties. Jeez. Or she's in love with her. Maybe she's in love with Lucy, because at this point, who wouldn't be? I'm in love with Lucy and Danny. Can I join? I'll be your third, because this sounds like a great, fun relationship to be involved in. Well, yeah. Definitely the asshole for that one. She just hates Lucy and likes Danny, and especially resents them both because Danny is in love with who she thinks is a bad person and not in love with herself. 100% classic. She should learn how to either work on herself to be the version of herself that she truly wants to be and feels is the best version of herself, and find someone that likes her as she is exactly that way, and get over the people that don't like her that way and stop holding a grudge and resentment because they didn't feel that way about you, because you don't choose to feel that way about people. It isn't something that you just decide. And you can't make people change their mind. Maybe he just doesn't feel that way about you. The faster you accept that and move forward and find somebody that wants you exactly the way you are, or the best version of you that you'd like to be. I don't remember where that was supposed to end, but, you know, look for that instead. You know, move forward and look for that. She said Danny's an introvert, so it makes a lot of sense to me why he would like to be with an extrovert. A lot of the times that dynamic works really, really well because it helps him get pulled out of, like, his comfort zone. But as long as it's also a loving and respectful relationship, she'll also never push his boundaries too far, and he'll let her know if he's not comfortable, and that's okay, and they will support each other, and she'll probably stay in with him sometimes, and they'll watch movies together, and I bet they have a very lovely, lovely dynamic being extrovert and introvert, sunshine and moon, you know, dynamic. That's a lovely way for things to work. Connor Cantlon, thank you for subscribing. Also, Hoppin' Peaches, thank you for the 100 bits. Oh, I don't know if you posted the story. I won't take donations to read your story, but you can post it and I'll either read it or we don't read it and you... Actually, I think I'm going to wrap up. Sorry. I wasn't planning on today's stream to be very, very long, but I wasn't prepared for it to be very, very short. But I have got to go. Today has been a very, very busy day. I was filming all day, all morning, all afternoon, and I got to go take care of some things. So I'm sorry I can't read more. These were really good stories. I really liked the ones that we did read. Please feel free to drop a follow and come back the next time I'm live, which will be tomorrow. I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow. I might do Empires, even though it's not Empire's Day. I might just do it for funsies anyway. But thanks for hanging out. Thanks for the vibes. I do want to do another advice stream and actually have it be like I want to do like a confessions or you send in a thing on a Google form thing. You know, I want to do one of those. But I got to get like a Google Sheet set up and I don't know how to do that. Hi, Star. You done eating? You finished all your dinner? I doubt that. Oh, she's been the happiest kitty. She's so happy right now. She's always happy. But she's on like a better food, and she has all these like little extra fancy cat treats. She's over the moon about it. She's so bougie now. Where'd you put the form? Unfortunately, probably Twitter, possibly Instagram, but I don't know. I don't want to. Probably Instagram. I'll probably do both, only because Twitter is a nightmare to have anything be seen on anymore when you post. So I would like it to be seen by the people that follow me, but that's not a guarantee anymore on Twitter. I won't do Tumblr, though, because that's like the smallest amount of people. No, it'll be Instagram and Twitter. I figured there's not a whole lot of people that only follow me on Tumblr and are not able to access the other two, at least to see the link whenever I do it. But I'm gonna send you guys. I'm gonna send you away. I'm gonna go. What's up with Twitter? It's a shit show, and I gotta go. I gotta go. Whoops, I am late, but I didn't know I was late. Yeah, no, Twitter's just a shit show. They took away all the legacy verified, and just being able to be seen even in your own following tab by the people that ask to follow you is hard now for some reason, for no good reason. It's difficult. I'm gonna have you guys raid Elena, and I'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow will be a longer stream. I also have a lot of filming and like, a little bit of work to do tomorrow, because then I have a quick trip. I'm going somewhere for a few days, and I'm coming back, and then I'm getting prepared for Japan. So get in the raid, go be so cool, so nice, so kind. Go bring the bestest good vibes that you've ever brought anywhere ever before. But you always bring those here, so you keep carrying those around. You carry around the best vibes, and I appreciate it. And I'll see you tomorrow, probably earlier in the day, but actually, I'm not going to make that promise because I have to do a lot of like morning-ish filming. I don't know what's going on with my schedule. I got a little bit of a big trips. So maybe a little bit of chaos, but thanks for hanging. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.